All right, we got to see some Malik Willis play in an actual NFL football game. It was very fun, and he went full Malik Willis. He was, everything about Malik Willis. He checked all the boxes in this one, and he started off horrible. Quite frankly. So we're gonna get right into it with this play. First couple of plays were rough from him. He rebounded nicely, but the first couple of plays were rough. So what we're gonna see here is it's gonna be just a rollout to the top of the screen, sort of, runs a play action, and then he's gonna flip it to the fullback, or he can run it himself. He has the option to either throw it to the fullback or to run it. Right when this play begins, you see how, he runs the play action. And at this point, you kind of really do have to be making your decision now and probably should be throwing it now. Not right this second, but getting ready to throw it. And I think Malik Willis maybe could have made his decision a little bit quicker. And to be honest, this is an issue I saw in college, is he is sometimes a bit too timid a little bit, which he shouldn't be. He has great arm talent, but watch what happens. Look at how he starts as though he's running for a second, and I think the fullback just expected that he was running once he saw that. Still a catch you should make. You're an NFL player. It's a catchable ball, but I do think that Malik Willis didn't do him any favors by kind of faking as though he's going to run for a second, but then still end up flipping it to him. Make it clear what you're doing. Sort of almost like you're driving a car. Make it clear make other people on the road understand what you're doing. Make sure your teammates know what you're doing. Now, of course, this also can come with chemistry. The more you play with guys, the better you can get, all that stuff. But, not a big deal. It's a nitpick. This next play, though, was a legitimate bad play. I mean, I wouldn't even be bringing up that last play probably if it wasn't followed up by this one, where what's going to happen now is it's a 3rd down and 5. So, it's 2 plays later, but his next throw, and this was just I get why he made this play, but it was a mistake. It's a cover 2 zone that Malik Willis is going up against, and you see the concept on the screen. Basically, the receiver who's currently off screen, all the way to the left, he's going to run a deep route, and then, that'll hopefully clear out the Baltimore Ravens player in that area, so when you have another player kind of run underneath, he could get open, you can gain some yards this way, hopefully pick up the first down. However, right when this play begins, you notice how there's immediate pressure up the middle. So this is not great. One of those immediate pressure situations, you never like this stuff. For Willis, you can see why he wants to make this throw. You can make this throw, but really you just have to read that Ravens player who I've circled in yellow, he's going to get over there. It's quite frankly just too risky of a play to make given the angle you have to throw to. Because, if they were cutting the other way, I actually wouldn't really have an issue with this throw so much. Throw up a 50-50 ball on a 3rd and 5. That's fine. Who cares about your stats? Do what's right for the football team, even if it might result in more interceptions. That's the correct decision. But when you're throwing away from yourself, the angle is tougher, and it's actually, it favors the defender in this situation. And look, as you see, Willis is going to make this throw, and that should have been a pick 6, quite frankly. He got away with one. So, it was a mistake. And like I said, he rebounded nicely. I think even if you're the most diehard Malik Willis fan, you'll acknowledge, not the best start. But I do think that he rebounded well. Now, in fairness, a lot of what happened and what we saw, I've paused it right now, is just something simple like this, where you can't really see exactly what's happening, and you can't really evaluate it because we only have the broadcast footage, can't see what's going on further than 10, 15 yards down the field on some plays. But as you see, Willis takes the snap, it is a zone coverage play, and, again, the camera angle is only letting us know 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. So I have no idea what he sees, but a lot of these plays, it looked like he looked downfield and just didn't like what was open. It's possible he was being too timid and there were guys that were open. It's also possible that, the greatest dynasty ever assembled, which is the Ravens in the preseason, is the actual, thing right now. They might just be covering up guys, which is totally plausible. So if you don't see anyone open, it's kind of tough. And Willis tried to run sometimes. This time, as you see, he just flips it to the halfback, who's able to do a good job, pick up a good amount of yards. So, right play by Willis, but there's just a lot of not really much you can do here, not really too much we can evaluate here. You made the right play, and we give you credit for that, but ideally, we would like to evaluate when you have to make tougher plays. But then going over here, these were the fun ones, I thought, where what's going to happen here is it's going to be it's going to start off as a rollout to the right, but really quickly into this play. I mean, very quickly. It looks like he looks downfield and just doesn't like what he sees. And from what we can see, I can see why he wouldn't like what he sees. Doesn't seem like there's a ton of great stuff here. However, on the edge, Kyle Hamilton is, trying to come in, and this is, first round pick safety versus guy who some people thought should have been a first round pick quarterback going up against each other, and watch what Willis is going to do to him. As you see, Willis does make a move. He's able to juke out Kyle Kyle Hamilton and get to this spot. So right here, I think we all thought, okay, you're going to get tackled, but hey, good job. You got at least back to the line of scrimmage and made a cool move. That's fun. Nope, he's able to make another move and get into the end zone for a touchdown. So this is what Malik Willis can do, and this is the legitimate benefit that Malik Willis gets. This is not a added benefit. This is a legitimate part of his game, and a big part of his game is he can get you out of trouble and you can design plays for him. So because of that, this is part of the value with him. And also just something like this, which these plays are always fun for me. I know some people make fun of commentators who go crazy over these plays. I don't care. I find them fun. It's going to be, again, a rollout to the top of the screen. He's going to fake a handoff, and then he's going to flip it to the tight end. However, right when this play begins, Baltimore, again, playing this well. Baltimore in the preseason, just a tough team to beat, where what you're going to see him do is you have a player who's in between him and the tight end he's trying to throw to. And so he's able to, sort of just at an awkward angle, flip it over, and they still get the first down. So all of that stuff, very fun for me. The sidearm stuff, I just like it. I don't care. I like it. I enjoy it. I put it in all these videos because it's entertaining to me. That's what I do. There was also this play, which I just have to talk about because it was just a sort of a brain-dead decision by Willis. Definitely a lesson you have to learn. And this is the issue with Willis is, he's a smart player. Like pre-snap, does all that stuff really well, but there is just some decision-making mistakes that he makes. And this is another one where, 28 seconds left, one timeout. 1st and 10. That's the situation. Don't have to get too many yards here. You're in an all right spot. However, as you see, right when this play begins, at this point over here, so it's gone on for a little bit, Willis doesn't like what he sees downfield. Okay, fine. What do you do here? It's a no-brainer. You throw the ball away. There should be no question of what you're going to do. And this is just one of those, Willis can juke a lot of people out. He has that trait in him, and sometimes that can be a negative, is sometimes you got to just throw the ball away. This is one of those times. Even if you pick up 10 yards on this play, that's not helping you that much because then you have to burn your last time out. It would still help you, but that would be like an incredible highlight reel level play, and the odds of it happening are slim. So this is just, there's no getting around it. It was a mistake by Willis. As you see, he instead gets sacked, so just not a smart play. You had to burn your last time out, and that kind of stalled the drive that could have potentially gotten you points. So again, this happened. But, there were some good plays I didn't show as well. He had a couple of, nice deep balls. So, you take the good with the bad with Willis. He's not a perfect player. That's why he fell in the draft. But there's still plenty to get excited about, which is why he is still an exciting player. And I thought that he showed everyone everything. Showed why some people thought he should have been the 2nd overall pick and why some people thought that, he should have been drafted in a mid-round pick, which he ended up being selected at. So, yeah, that's what I think about all this. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.